a video game. Hello my sweet little eggs, this is Steep. Steep is an open world extreme sports game set in the Alps and Alaska. You can wingsuit, paraglide, snowboard or ski your way down and around steep mountainous inclines or in and out of some icy crevasses of some glaciers. All of this can be done whilst pulling off some sick tricks in single or in multiplayer with some friends. The game will come pre-built with tons of races and routes that require you to get the fastest time or the highest scores using tricks and cunning as you bomb down the slopes. Players can also place their own waypoints and craft new routes and races, then challenge their friends to beat their score. In terms of customization and player progression, it seems cosmetic changes can be made to the avatars you play as, both male and grills, but I wasn't able to see whether certain snowboards or wingsuits conferred more speed or better air when doing stunts. As I just mentioned, you can play in the wingsuit, and this comes included with realistic Jeb Corliss style bone-crunching fiascos. Snowboarding and skiing offer a more traditional snow-based experience with a trick system that I didn't quite have time to master, but it looks like there's quite a little bit of depth and skill required to pulling off certain stunts and nailing the landings. Within about 5 minutes of playing this and getting the snowboard out, I felt some nostalgia sweep over me. 13-year-old Bong sat there playing Tony Hawk's on his first PlayStation. Whilst the experience isn't quite as guided in Steep, I can definitely see the appeal. And if you were, say, able to place some markers along the routes that required a player to pull off a jump to be able to touch them, essentially something more resembling a run on Tony Hawk's, then I could definitely see this being a very fun game to chill out and play, especially with some friends competing against you. Speaking of friends, I was speaking to a developer who was stood alongside me during my play session, and he mentioned that the current build of the game clearly isn't finished, and that in the final version, there'll be collision with other players. Now this instantly filled my heart with joy and glee, and I can't wait to ruin Jack or Tommy's flawless runs with a kamikaze wingsuit smash. One thing I would say about this game is because it's been built with this kind of open world style, and clearly they want user generated content for the routes and the challenges to be made, hopefully the longevity of it will last for quite a while. If you're really into this kind of game and the trick system has enough depth to it so that there's a nice skill gap to gain on your opponents, I think there's potentially going to be enough entertaining stuff here for this game to be played for a fair time after launch. There are two camera modes, the standard third person and with the push of a button at any time, first person. This camera mode comes with an immersive GoPro style microphone, including familiar pops and static as your lifeless body bounces down the cliffs. Whilst I enjoy this camera mode, I did find it incredibly difficult to navigate at high speeds. Now I know I'm cutting this one very short, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. I didn't really have that much time at Gamescom to explore and dig through more of the meat of the game, but I think this will be a good laugh with some mates, and I'm sure we'll be playing it on our Twitch channel around the release. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the egg one! Good skiing!